Adi. Thank you, Josh. Looking forward to that. Well, all eyes on the southern border this morning ahead of the end of Title 42. And Scripps News national correspondent Adi Guajardo joins us now live from a border point in El Paso with the latest. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Sade. Look, as we near the end of Title 42, there's a lot of confusion about what it means for migrants who are over in Juarez, Mexico, just across from El Paso. And that confusion has led to unpredictability in migrant crossings. Over the last few days, U.S. Customs and Border Protection has announced that they've seen a surge in border crossings. Outside Sacred Heart Church, right behind me, there was about 1,200 migrants just a number of days ago. Now you only see a few dozen migrants sleeping behind me, many of them turning themselves over to processing centers. And now the Department of Homeland Security predicts between 11 and 13,000 migrants will be crossing each day as after Title 42 is lifted, and these cities are bracing. Confusion and frustration. Why are you crying? ¿Qué sientes?
Impotencia.
Flare in Juarez, Mexico.
¿Cómo se llama?
No llore por eso, mami.
As migrants grow desperate at the border, attempting to navigate the recent changes in U.S. immigration policies. Hundreds of migrants, including children, are crossing over from the Mexico side over to the U.S. side, right between that razor wire and the border wall. They told me they're waiting for U.S. Customs and Border Protection to open the door and let them into the U.S.
Mi plan ahorita es entregarme a migración y con el favor de Dios que me dejen entrar y bueno, si ya me expulsan de nuevo a México, tratar de aplicar en la página para ver.
The 26-year-old says he fears a return to Venezuela would mark a death sentence.
No tenemos dónde cargar los teléfonos.
Juan escaped Venezuela with his family. He says he's waiting for the number of appointments to increase this week on the CBP One app. The app allows migrants to seek entry into the U.S.
Es una aplicación inhumana, racista, xenófoba.
She says she's just frustrated. She's been trying to apply on the CBP One app since January.
Many people are fleeing their country, not for the American dream, but for political persecution in many cases.
Across the southwest border from California to Texas, thousands of migrants are waiting. As Title 42 nears expiration, the pandemic-era policy allows the U.S. to quickly expel migrants. With the policy gone, President Joe Biden announced more legal pathways to reach the U.S.
Making legal immigration more streamlined, illegal immigration shorter term improved.
He predicts chaos at the border as Title 42 comes to an end. The Department of Homeland Security projects 11 to 13,000 migrants will cross into the U.S. a day.
Yeah, and I think you've seen that, and we've been prepared. We didn't start yesterday. We're not starting today. We've been doing this for quite a while.
What message is President Biden sending migrants with these new announcements?
It's a mixed message. He's telling them not to come here. He would rather that people not line up and ask for permission at a bridge or port of entry.
Now, migrants I spoke with in Juarez, Mexico, tell me some of them say they want to cross illegally. They want to have the proper documentation. Others say that they're just so frustrated they're willing to take the chance and cross illegally. Here in El Paso, the mayor says that they have shelters that will be available once they see that increase in migrants. And they also are working with the Red Cross in order to provide food for the migrants as they cross into the U.S. He's expecting them to stay in the city between 24 and 72 hours until they reach their destination. Back to you.
All righty. Thank you, Adi, reporting live from the border this morning. We'll be right back after the break.